Welcome to Karibu Anawim's program, 15 Minutes at Dr. Zali's Desk, where we explore topics related to living with a facial disfigurement. This program is for you, your loved ones, for educational purposes and professionals who would like to know more about living with facial disfigurement. Our presenters have lived experience, research background, or work with people living with facial disfigurement. It's important to begin the conversation with terminology that society understands and is clear. We use the word disfigurement as it is the medical and legal terminology. We recognise you may identify with other words such as visible difference or with your own diagnosis. Let's see where the conversation goes. So pull up a seat, grab a cuppa, and let's chat around the table with Karibu Anawim's 15 Minutes at Dr. Zali's Desk.
G'day guys, this is Dr. O'Day and I'm just here again for another session, just to chat with you. Last week we had our monthly question and answer time, which was July, July's question and answer time. Anyway, this week and for this month in August, we are looking at forms of self-disclosure, and we'll be delving into that this month in depth. This week we're beginning our conversation with why should we disclose? So, I forgot to put that up, and I'm just heading on to this. First of all, I think it would be a very good idea to define self and also the word self and disclosure. There was no definition together, so we have to separate the words and smush them together ourselves. So according to the Cambridge Dictionary online, the word self is the set of someone's characteristics, such as personality and their ability, and that are not physical, and that makes the person different from the others, from the other people. So it makes you who you are, just yourself. And the word disclosure, and I'm going to read it to you now, is the act of making something known, or the fact that it is known, made to be known. To disclose something which is private, personal, or secret. So basically, in essence, the word self-disclosure is the willingness to share something that is personal or private about yourself. And in this case, it is a physical difference, our physical difference with others. Sorry, the first one is, why should we disclose? Why should we disclose something that's on our face that everyone can see and sometimes can't be camouflaged? Port wine stains can be camouflaged with makeup, and even my eye can be camouflaged with specs, glasses, glassware. And it's a personal journey. Self-disclosure is a personal journey, and not all people feel comfortable, nor do they wish to want to disclose. Some people do disclose, and some people don't disclose. So why should we disclose? Well, I believe that it's a healthier way of living, and this is the reason why I self-disclose, and because I can't really go around with sunglasses on all day, every day. And then when I accidentally pop them up on top of my head, I still get the stares. I still get the avoidance of others. I still get, oh my gosh, is she all there, or is she a sandwich short of a picnic kind of thing? I'm just using myself as an example and my lived experience as an example there. So being able to self-disclose is a tool in your toolkit to being able to live healthily with a facial disfigurement or a visible difference. Who should disclose? Well, regardless of whether or not we want them or not, whether or not we would like our friends to disclose for us, whether or not we would like our colleagues to, whether or not we would like our teachers to, the fact is that they're going to do it. They're going to do it regardless of whether or not we want them to or not. So, family members can self-disclose about their child or their spouse who lives with a facial disfigurement. Partners, you can help your friendship circle understand about your partner's disfigurement. And kids' parents, you get to craft the story about your child's difference. And this in turn helps your entire family, so your siblings, their siblings or siblings to be, regardless of whether or not they're the firstborn, such as myself, or not. And you get to influence how your family, how your friendship circle, and how your child ultimately sees who they are. Friends will often ask, and yet again, I'm just using me as an example here, about their friend with the funny eye. It's just inquisitive. What happened to her? What happened to him? They may not ask you directly when you're in front of them, but they will undoubtedly sometime or other after you've left, if you choose not to self-disclose. Employers will chat, employees will chat, and teachers will too. So learning how to disclose and sharing how you wish others to disclose for you is empowering yourself and your story. It may be I'm sorry, I'm going to have a sip. It may be awkward. It might sound goofy the first time that you try and self-disclose. You might need to have to work on it. It might be hard work at first. You may not be willing or wanting to or have the confidence or want to even have the confidence to self-disclose, because why should we? And that is a valid point. That is a valid point. And in fact, it could be frustrating, and it is annoyingly consistent, okay? And a whole bunch of other feelings. However, if we choose to self-disclose, then we have the power over how we are viewed and portrayed. Let me say that again. If we choose to self-disclose, then we have some power over how we are viewed and portrayed. How we do it, whether or not we do it or want to, is a personal journey. However, either which way, people will make appearances. People will make judgments, won't they? They make judgments on our appearance, whether or not we want to be their friends, whether or not we can do the job, whether or not we're intelligent enough, whether or not we are scary. All these things people make judgments of. People make judgments regardless of whether or not you've lived with a facial disfigurement or not, but they're just amped up whilst you're living with a facial disfigurement. Self-disclosure is one way in which we can take control over what story is being told, and which can be very empowering to both the person living with facial disfigurement and also the recipient to the story, and to whom we're talking to whom we are disclosing to, if that makes sense. Just putting that down. Remember that it's okay not to be okay. And that it's okay not to know how to disclose or want to disclose. It's a journey, it's a process. And some people do it because they've got a child and now they have to learn, they want to learn, so therefore they can empower their child to be their advocate and to advocate for them. Or perhaps another story. Perhaps there is a catalyst. Perhaps there is a point at someone's life where they go, you know what, I've had enough. What can I do about it? Yeah. Remember this week to remember to practice some self-care for yourself and your family. And this month, we're going to do the whole three activities that we did last week, or in the last 3 months. We're going to practice the pituitary release, the hypothalamus reset, and the pineal support. So, can you remember what they were? I think I muddled the words up, the the terminology up. I think the pituitary release I called the hypothalamus, and the hypothalamus the pituitary release. I'm not quite sure, but it doesn't matter. Whichever way it goes, you can do these with me. Remember, the pituitary release is the 3 fingers in front of your head and the 3 at the back of the nape of your neck, like in where your skull meets your spine, and then we lift up. Ready? We can lift up together. I look a bit funny on video, but that's okay. Ready? And we breathe in, wait, hold, and then breathe out. Ready? Breathe in and lift. Hold and down. Lift. Hold and down. Oh, I'm feeling the release already. I may not even get to the third one. Ready? Lift. Hold and down. And breathe out. Oh, dear. Oh, I feel that liquid love. I'm stopping it because we got to do the pituitary, the hypothalamus release and reset, and I may not be able to get through it. With your 2 fingers in the indentations at the side of your head, nearly near your eyes, you need to rub in a backward circular motion, and then breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And then we're going to bring up our palms of our hands to the indentations on the side of our head, near our eyes, and then we're going to breathe and lift again. Ready? Breathe in and lift and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Ooh. Hopefully that has calmed your brain and made you feel relaxed and like you can continue the rest of your day. Thank you very much for tuning in, all of you, either here whilst live or alternatively not live. And next week we will discuss forms of self-disclosure and types of non-disclosure. What are types of non-disclosure that we're going to talk about next week? So, in the interim, I'll say, see you later. See you same time next week. Bye.
By golly gosh, it's the end of Karibu Anawim's 15 Minutes at Dr. Zali's Desk. And that's a wrap for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember that all information given during this episode is for general application only. If you have any specific medical issues, as always, consult with your medical practitioner. Like, subscribe and share on whatever platform you find us on. For more information, please connect with Karibu Anawim on our website at karibuanawim.com or email us at inquiries@karibuanawim.com.